Hello guys, this will be sort of a conversion tutorial. I'm sorry it's out of focus, it's because I've fixed focus up here for details. So, as you already know by the title, this will be a focus on combi weapons, combi bolters. Yeah, don't worry about the paint job on this guy, he's still early in the process. Now I wanted to show, obviously there are some few ways you can get these. This is from the Sternguard pack. This is actually the metal one, where you have the choice of one combi melter or one combi plasma, and that is it. So not really an efficient way to get it, and there's no combi flamers whatsoever. Well, there might be with the new Sternguard upgrade kit, but meh. Let's make our own. There's of course the other way, getting the Commander plastic set, where you can get either this combi melta or this combi plasma. Of course, since I have these, I will be using them. But let's take a look at making our own instead. Let's see. These are some examples, and they will need some green stuff, of course. Don't worry about it. They look a bit dirty, because they are. I just finished scrubbing down all of my arming, paint stripping it, so I can repaint it in a new way. But yeah, this is a combi flamer I made. Very easy to make, and I'll show you how. All the materials and whatnot. Here is another version of a combi flamer. I don't like this one nearly as much because of the Prometheum tank. I will need to figure out a better way to do that, but I'll show you how to make this regardless, because it's pretty obvious from what I've done, but I'll show you nonetheless. So here is a combi plasma that I made. I don't really like combi plasmas that much, but I'll make a squad of them just to have some fun. And my favorite, combi melta. Again, we'll need some green stuff, of course. I will show you the materials we need to make these. Now, there is another version. I also want to show you how to make another version of the combi melta that I'm gonna try out now. So yeah, I find the greatest resource to make my favorites of these, which are the combi melta like this and the combi flamer like this, comes from the Death Company sprues. Really, regardless of what chapter you play, I recommend getting the Death Company set just because of all the bits that are in there. So many great conversion possibilities. Anyways, we have the hand flamers in here, and then I use them to make this. Because when you see it like that, it's pretty obvious how it's made. I'll show you. And the same with the Infernus pistols. Now, the advantage of using this instead of a melta gun is that if you're anything like me, I like using my melta guns and don't have spares. And also comes with a small fusion tank or Prometheum tank already on it. It's like it's made for this. So yeah, I'll show you. Also, plasma pistols for my combi plasma. Not really. Pistol arms are your friend here. At least I want my Sternguards to look more dynamic. So if we take a look at my arms again, I actually use the pistol arms as well. So they're like outstretched arms instead of having it across their chest, because then I can have detailed chest pieces on them instead. So yeah, pistol arms are cool for this too. So I'll stop the camera a little bit and I will cut out some things from my sprues. Oh yeah, the other version I'm gonna make is with a regular melter gun and a bolt pistol arm. One of these. Yeah. So yeah, really, if you want to make combi weapons, in my opinion, you need Death Company sprues or just regular tactical ones, where you get this command sprue with all of the sergeants and special weapon gear on. I'll stop the camera a bit. Oh yeah, of course. You need regular bolters as well. Alright, I'll be right back. Welcome back again. Let's get started with making some of these weapons. So the first one I'm gonna show you how to make is one I haven't demonstrated yet. This will be a Combi melter, of course, and I will only be using a regular melter gun and a bolt pistol arm. Now this will be hard to show me the cutting, but I will I'll show you where I make the cuts, and I'll do it here. It might be blurry, and I'll be back and show you how it goes together. So yeah, the main idea behind this is that the bolter is going to be mounted on top of the melter gun. Don't know what I think about this, to be honest, because it's mainly a melter gun with a bolter on top instead of a bolter with a melter gun. But we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna cut off the what's it called? Yeah, the iron sights and some of the stuff on top. What I'm gonna do with the bolt pistol is I'm gonna make a cut right here, and this part, the top part, will go here, like so, and then the magazine, of course, will be cut off as well. See from this cut. Now this part of it will be mounted behind it, like so, and it should look fairly decent. And in the end, I'll cut off the pistol grip and I will mount it back onto the hand. Let's see how that goes. So I'll start the cutting now. Sorry for that. I shut up the camera while I was cutting because it wasn't easy to cut and the camera was shaking. So here are the cuts. Now this is the bolt pistol arm. Clean cut off. The bolt pistol top. The magazine. And nothing done to this yet. So I'll just clean these up and I will start putting these together. I can give you a quick, let's see if we can get it, like a quick mock-up of it. Yeah, it doesn't look good yet, but it will get there. Bear with me. I'll be right back. So, here we are again. Let's begin. Now I just cut off the top of it and file it smooth, well, relatively. And I got out my plastic glue here. Now this is thick. You probably only need thin glue for this, but this is what I have. I'll start gluing it together and you can see. We'll soon see the finished result. Oh, I should really cut off the pistol grip before doing this. I'll quickly do that. Sorry if it's a bit blurry. Sorry for this. Okay, let's get this glued together. Now this with making these kind of conversions you will need some green stuff, and for this I recommend liquid green stuff or whatever you prefer. So let's see, just glued this on. I'll need to straighten it up a bit. Let's see, I need to remove some flesh from the sights. Yeah, no biggie. So just line it up like this. I'll put on the magazine now. I always sort of like this top-loaded style, so might try this with some other weapon types. There we go. Now, this is not my favorite version of it, but it might inspire some of you guys. So I'll quickly put it on a hand. Sorry if a lot of this is off camera. Oh, that's way too much glue, sorry. Guys, this is always a bit more clumsy when it's on camera. Okay, so here we are. One Combi bolter. Ready to go to war. Now this might be a bit much with the pistol arm. I agree with that. It would be a heavy weapon to carry, so maybe you should have done a regular bolter arm. Wait a minute, I will actually do that. There we go, I'm back. See, I just mounted it on a regular bolter arm, so it should look a bit better. So let's let this dry and move on to the next one. Alright, let's make another Combi melta. This one I will originally thought I would show this one, but it's fairly obvious what I did here. Let's see, I can find it. I probably should have used the right-handed one so I can get that ammo canister sticking out here, but what I did was I just cut off right here and put it, and then took the bolter and cut off right here on top of the handguard, cut off the barrel, moved it down like you see here. So there's the actual bolter barrel and the top of the melta and furnace pistol. So what I'll do now is I think I'll make an underslung one. So what I will do is cut off the barrel, move that up, cut off the handguard instead. I have already cut off the iron sight. I'll cut off, and I'll leave the handguard on this one because that will be the handguard for the weapon then. And you know what, I think I'll use a right-handed one so I can get the barrels or the ammo canister sticking out there. So I'll go make these cuts and I will be back to show you after that. Hey, I'm back just in the middle of the cutting thing here. This is where I'm at so far. I've cut off the barrel and the gas block and all that, and the handguard. So this is the bolter right now. And let's see if we can... There is the end of the barrel. Now this will be moved up, like so. But why I'm interrupting my cutting process is because I am working on the melta now. So let's take a look at this. Now there is no way to make a clean cut here, See, I can either have it mounted like this and extended, and that would look weird without the handguard. So what I want to do is have it sort of like this, so the handguard matches up and the end of the gun is the same like that. So I'll take off the top. Now what I'm interrupting is, as you can see, can't just make a straight cut. So what I'm gonna do, and this will be a bit tricky, it was tricky on the other one, on the other Combi melter as well, made from the Infernus pistol, is can't just cut it like this, because I want the entirety of this, and also this will add to tie it into the weapon. Don't make it look so amateurish. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a cut right here, so just cut off this bit of it, and that will be sort of a difficult cut. I'll come back when it's done. Hey, I'm back again. So here's the difficult cut. What I ended up doing was just sort of digging away at it, just slowly digging my way in, and then I cleaned up the cut at the end. So now this fits sort of nicely under there. I will glue this up, and you can see how it's supposed to look. And here we go. So yeah, that's another way to make a Combi melter. I actually think I like this the most. It looks the most like complete. Of course I'll need to fill that up with some green stuff or something, but should be good. Or if it's he's holding it across his chest, you won't really notice that part, so you might not need to. Good. Let's move on. Hey again. This is the Combi Flamer. I'm gonna make a slight variation of this where this sticks out a bit further, just to see how that looks. So what I've done is, like before, cut off the handguard and the barrel of the bolter. I will be making a cut. Be making a straight cut here and there, obviously leaving this, so I'll make a cut right there, and that should really be it for this weapon. So that will end up with the weapon looking thing. Sorry for the shaky hands, guys. Something like this. Hard to show on camera. I'll cut and I'll show you. Yeah, I'm back again. So this is what I have so far. I was thinking about doing something like this and just filling up, you know, the gap with the with all the sights on it, really. I'll fill that up with green stuff, a lot of green stuff. But I think what I want to do is I'm going to take that off, and I'm also going to take off that little bit that extends beyond the magazine to make a snug fit. And yeah, I'll take it from there. I'll be right back. Yeah, so this is the final cut of it. So made a nice square there, so it should fit nice and snug right there. And let's see if I can point this out. So yeah, I'm really sorry for my fingers in the way here. So you see that part right there? That should fit a marine hand quite nicely. Make sort of a natural hand guard there. So let's glue this together. So here we are. Moved up the barrel and attached the hand flamer to the bottom of it. So yet another Combi Flamer. Now there are other ways to do these, but I think, well, I'm gonna have a squad of 5 of these, I think, like a combat squad that can break off from a drop pod, I think. So I think I'll just keep them in this style actually. I sort of like that. So I won't make any more variations of that. So let's move on to some Combi plasmas instead. Let me show you how I make those. Now for a Combi plasma, I'm gonna use plasma pistols, like with the others, and I have such a huge pile of plasma pistols because I rarely use them. If I'm gonna use plasma, it should be more than a one-shot weapon. I don't want a guy killing himself with a one-shot weapon. If he's gonna go out, he's gonna go out with a bang. So either plasma cannons or rapid firing a plasma gun. That's how I feel about them. They're just not worth it with the one shot. I'm the sergeant with some other cool gear. I don't like that, so on a regular guy I haven't invested anything in, or if I've invested stuff in him, he should at least be double tapping it. So yeah, if I'm running a sergeant, he's having a Combi plasma, not a plasma pistol. So I have a lot of these. So what we're gonna do is quite simply just make one of these, cut off the top above the handguard of the bolter and make it fit like this. I guess we could put on some sights again. Let's try that with this one, if I can make an exact cut. If not, well, then we won't have any sights. Let's see about it. I'll cut it up, show you how I do it, and that should be it for this video. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, this looks a little crooked. I'll fix that. But yeah, so I cut off all the stuff I said I was gonna. And the reason why I've already glued this on is because I'll need to measure how far back I need to cut to make it all line up. So yeah, that is how I measure how long it should be. I'll make that cut and be right back. So this is what I have. This tiny little bit. The plasma pistol will be the Combi plasma part of the weapon, like so. I'll glue it up, I'll show you. So something like this. I will just put on the iron sight again, and I think my old one I'll put a scope on to make up for that. Let's see. So that is the final result of the plasma gun. Of course I will need to do some cleaning up and some green stuff work on pretty much all of them. So let's review what we got. We got a Combi plasma. We have got a Combi flamer. Oh, sorry. We have got a Combi melter and another Combi melter. Now, depending on when you are watching this, how far in the future, I will link a I'll link in the description the finished version of my my Sternguards when all of these are cleaned up and painted and all that. So here's some Combi weapons for you. Let us conclude this video, and also I'd like to say, please watch your fingers. Now I've cut myself so many times, and I don't really mind anymore, but some of these cuts are difficult. Please watch your hands. It hurts a lot. It gets messy and bloody all everywhere when you make that hard cut into yourself. Yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and hope to see some awesome Combi weapons out there. Goodbye.